The Beachmaster 590A1, the best pump shotgun ever made.
This is a Beachmaster. Each one of them has his own harem, and his sole object in life...
A harem. This is the harem shotgun. The Beachmaster has its own harem.
At the moment, is to make quite sure that he and he alone mates with every single one of them.
Oh my goodness, look at those eyes. Oh my goodness. That's terrifying.
He must fight.
Short barrel shotgun. Why are they showing a bunch of Glocks on the Mossberg video? They just had like 30 seconds of Glock B-roll at the beginning of their Mossberg. Mossberg harem beach episode. That is exactly what this is. Which is really, I mean, let's be honest. What we all were missing was the Mossberg James Reeves harem beach episode. I mean, he did finally watch an anime. He watched Gunslinger Girl, and now he's making a beach episode with the harem shotgun. Man, he went down that pipeline fast.
Summers ago, I'm walking along the beach in Crystal Cove State Park in California with my wife. One of those walks where after a few miles you just stop talking, you get lost in your own thoughts. I imagine Lindsay's reflecting on what she's going to accomplish in the fall. Maybe she's thinking about what we need to do when we get home. She's thinking about the cats. At the same time, because I am mentally 11 years old, I'm thinking,
Same.
like, what would the best shotgun ever look like? It would be a 12 gauge, obviously.
It would look like a harem protagonist, clearly.
Women, children, the elderly. Sorry, that came out wrong. 410 is for snakes to
Can we just get
use,
James at the beach? I know, right? He teased us with that like beautiful like beach like thirst trap segment, and now he's sitting here in his office. Man. And James in his iconic short shorts. Yeah, we can't even see like past halfway down his torso. Unbelievable.
20 gauge is easy for women, children, and the elderly to use, is what I was trying to say. I strongly prefer semi-autos, but something about the durability, simplicity, reliability of a pump shotgun gives it the edge if you have to do like the one best shotgun. What shotgun would that be? No question, Mossberg 590A1. The Mossberg 500, introduced in the 1960s, purchased by the US government along with pretty much every pump shotgun they could get their hands on between Vietnam and the wars in the Middle East. However, the military decided to standardize, wisely, pump shotgun systems, and they subjected all these shotguns to a vicious 3,000 round, all buckshot burn down. This test even bested the trusty Mossberg 500. Mossberg upgraded the 500 so it would pass this grueling test, but they didn't have to do much. They replaced some of the plastic components in the fire control group of the 500 with metal parts.
The history of the Mossberg shotguns.
Bayonet lug if you needed to check to make sure that the guy you just put a canoe rack in his head is doing okay. The 590A1 was
if you canoe someone, I don't think they're doing okay anymore.
After it passed a 3,000 round brutal buckshot buckfutting of a burn down before taking the title.
They need Pink Pineapple start writing their episodes? No.
Mossberg 500 shotguns in the market today. The most widely produced shotgun.
It would diversify their audience.
All due respect to my Benelli boys, but in terms of practicality, parts availability, pricing, nothing comes close to the 590A1. So we got our shotgun.
In terms of pricing, Mossberg.
We want. For barrel length,
Moggs
like 14
Benelli.
inches. The 12-inch, really cool. But an extra 2 inches gives you one extra round in the magazine tube while being just as handy as a 12-inch.
At 2 inches?
The Coast Guard and
that
the
2
Navy
inches does a lot.
14-inch models
you heard it here?
boarding. So if it works for them in tight corridors like, I don't know, going through bulkheads and Jeff Bezos' cocaine and hooker yacht, it'll do just fine in my house. Now, on the other hand, 18.5, good length, because you get another round of capacity over the 14 while still being reasonably short, and maybe more importantly, You don't have to get a tax stamp in the U.S. It's almost certainly going to be
give me
legal in all
the
50
factory
states.
SBR one.
So one or the other works, 14 or 18. There's a lot of material for dick jokes in the comments there, so you're all welcome. Next, optics readiness. There's a myth that you load up a shotgun with buckshot aim and the
Replace James with a hot blonde named Jamie.
And you're gonna hit.
What are you not satisfied with the beautiful man aesthetic that you're seeing already? Unbelievable.
Dispelled that myth quite effectively over the past couple of years. But if you want the best demonstration ever, Clint Smith made an awesome set of discs. I hope I have B-roll of it.
So like if you take it over there, this is a good general guideline for most people in home defense with a shotgun. I am the end of the muzzle, okay? You can go ahead and back down, pull it tight. This is how big the pattern's gonna be inside here. It'll spread a nominal 1 inch per yard from the target to about 15 or 16 yards, and it'll start to get slightly erratic based on what you got. This would be especially true with the pellet and the flight control, the copper-coated ones. This is a real, only now you know that instead of just these singular flat one-dimensional planes you see, it would be tubular in nature, so it would literally.
This is a pretty good representation,
now, Jack
actually.
holds his arm out.
I don't think I've seen a representation this clear. Obviously, it's going to depend a little bit on what kind of shot and barrel length, but
away from him. Okay, the other one. Just push it up. Yep, there. This is what I'm always bitching about as far as people aiming the gun. All he's got to do, all I have to do is yank on the trigger slightly, and that whole load of buckshot is going to blow the f out of the bathroom wall, but it isn't going to hit him. So I still need to aim the gun. Does that make sense to you?
It doesn't spread as much as you think, although this is dependent on ammo and choke. Moreover, part of what makes shotguns so effective is their versatility. Being able to chuck a slug in the chamber and send 3,000 foot-pounds of force
if you've got a slug, you definitely have to aim.
Still a very easy shot at 100 yards.
Fiocchi Exacta Arrow Slug, 100 yards. Yeah,
Oh,
boy!
that was a satisfying
Especially with an
thunk on that
optic,
steel.
Quite effective. In case you're wondering, that's the equivalent of firing a newborn baby 76 miles per hour towards the enemy. Mossberg was the first company I'm aware of to integrate Holosun pattern red dot cutouts into their receivers, which will allow you to install a Holosun 407.
All right, chat. Would you rather have a 12 gauge slug or a literal baby cannon? I don't know. That's kind of a toss-up. I think for legal purposes, I don't think the baby cannon's gonna look good in a self-defense court case. So I'm probably gonna have to go with a 12 gauge. But it's close. It's close.
507K optic that can co-witness with your irons. This will give you improved accuracy. It's one of the most understated recent advances in shotgun technology, in my opinion. For furniture, Ernest Langdon himself turned me onto the Magpul shotgun stock. It's got great ergos, it's got QD sockets or sling loops for a sling, customizable for length of pull, cheek riser. Similarly, if you want to be able to add a flashlight to your shotgun so you can see home intruders and prank pizza delivery guys, one of the easiest ways to do that, Magpul 4-end. So now we've got the perfect shotgun, perfect caliber, perfect barrel length, with an optic.
This is not legal advice. Don't prank your pizza delivery guy with a 12 gauge.
What can we do to make it more perfecter? To get a perfection, if you will. Van Comp, no question. The Van Comp barrel treatment lengthens the forcing cone of the barrel, which reduces recoil and shot deformation, and Dr. Hans Vang rigorously tested a muzzle venting system that includes 62 ports that further reduce
This has got a super Gucci
also reduced
long forcing cone shotgun barrel.
Standard 590A1 shotgun. More than impressed with it, so I'd consider it a huge upgrade for the 590A1. While we're there, let's install the oversized Van Comp safety in a stainless mag follower. The follower's got a neat feature, a little hole in the middle that allows you to check whether or not your mag tube is empty without visual inspection. All right, so we're almost there. Here's the thing though. I live in the US South. About half the time, I'm in Florida.
Oh, this is what we wanted.
Real issue here. Fortunately,
there you go,
makes
Chad.
an electroless nickel-coated
feet. He's got the grippers out too.
highly corrosion resistant, known as the Mariner. There's a great review from guntest.com where they sprayed the 590A1 Mariner with salt water every day for 2 weeks while it sat outside, and it never rusted. Finally, we have the perfect shotgun. Unfortunately, neither Mossberg nor Van Camp make it.
Oh,
until today.
In the van.
Over 2 years ago, I reached out to Mossberg and Van Camp to demand
absolute MILF
exactly
magnet right there.
This happen. After 2 years of designing and testing and nagging and manufacturing, a very limited number of this model, known as the Beachmaster, will be available. 200 to be exact, just 200. But of course, a beach-themed shotgun wouldn't be complete without frogskin beach camo.
The American flag
furniture.
rifle bag,
This
of
shotgun
course.
is perfect for storming the beach at Palalu or the Hollywood, Florida Margaritaville. But James, you can't bring a shotgun to Margaritaville. Well, first of all, through Christ, all things are possible. Second, I'm not your lawyer. This is not legal advice. But what if, hypothetically, you got a Van Camp American flag beach chair bag to go with your shotgun so you could carry it discreetly, sexily, at the same time wherever you wanted? Well, wherever you wanted that doesn't have an x-ray machine, and I would advise against most of the Middle East with an American flag bag as well. But I could talk to Van Camp about perhaps getting some of the one-off ISIS flag bags. They're huge sellers right now.
ISIS flag.
And the final touch, laser engraved Beachmaster logo with the individual number.
It actually has the
order
Beachmaster
of
seal
production.
thing on
There
it.
will be 118-inch models, 114-inch models, numbered
Literal harem gun.
100. Thanks to Badger Hound for pitching in on the design of this awesome logo being laser engraved on the receivers. As you can see, this is a shitload of gun. I'm not saying this just because I came up with the idea, but this is literally the best shotgun in the history of mankind. Optics ready, passes the military's toughest shotgun test. Still handy.
Does it come with
You can
an
mount an
absolute
optic, You
stud?
can mount a light, you can mount a sling.
Is that
without
included
bulky
with the
or
price?
complicated attachment points, just right out of the box. By the way, quick note that I need to make in this video, the Beachmaster shotgun you're looking at is my personal prototype in the B-roll here, so it only has the Van Camp barrel treatment. No oversized safety, no stainless steel follower. It's also missing one of the best improvements from Van Camp other than the trademark barrel job. All Beachmasters will have a dehorned receiver. That is, Vang is going to go over all the hard edges on the receiver to remove the sharp angles, the loading port, the ejection port. All the hard edges on the receiver are going to be grinded down a little bit to make your shooting experience smoother for your pleasure. You get significantly reduced recoil with the Van
The model
Camp system.
1897 is
Radar goes with
better?
backpull furniture.
No, personally, I'm a fan of the
And it's almost
1887.
impervious to humidity, saltwater exposure, and of course,
The
I've
97 is
subjected
good.
it to the world famous James J. Reeves TFB TV 500 round shotgun burn down. I've done it with the Van Camp 590A1 standard. I've done it with these shotguns. Obviously, not a single issue. I mean, hell, we did it with the Mossberg Maverick 88. So yeah, it's a lot of gun, meaning it's going to be a lot of money. Kind of, I think it's a good deal. MSRP $13.99, obviously a lot for a pump shotgun. Look at it this way. Van Camp has a 6-month backlog and they charge $9.99 for the standard shotgun. The standard is a standard Mossberg 590A1 with the Van Camp treatment. Here, you're getting a full suite of features for a $400 upcharge, including custom furniture, marine coating, the optics cut, the beach bag. I've also heard that Subscribe Star and Play are supporters for TFB.
Wait, does it come with the short shorts and the lifeguard shirt? I'm gonna need the fanny pack too. If you throw in those, I think we might have a deal.
Not only get first dibs on these shotguns, but they also get a $200 discount, making this only a $200 upcharge over the standard. That's actually a hell of a deal. But let's get into performance. As I mentioned, Ernest Langdon uses the Magpul shotgun stock for the LTT Beretta 1301s that he turns out from his factory. After I got to shoot one of his last summer, I'm sold. While the stock's incredible, the handguard's functional, but it is a little slick for my taste. Shout out to my boy Matt Hott, who taught me the push-pull method of shooting a shotgun. That requires a very grippy forward grip to work effectively, since you have to put a lot of forward pressure on the handguard.
Push-pull is very good for shotguns.
Slightly above average in this regard, but in my opinion, the new Beretta A300, the 1301 Mod 2 handguards are the best for executing a proper push-pull, getting a good grip. That said, I've seen on some forum posts that you can put Talon grip or skateboard tape on the Magpul handguards and be Gucci, but I'm sure you guys might have some recommendations.
Imagine putting tape on your limited edition shotgun.
On how to rough up these handguards in the comments. Fortunately, you don't really need much in the way of Jedi shotgun tricks to make this gun controllable. The Van Comp extended forcing cone and the braking system make this shotgun an easy to manage, well, as easy to manage as a 12 gauge can be. Don't get me wrong, you're still going to feel it with slugs, with 3-inchers or really hot buckshot, but reduced recoil buck that's ideal for home defense, no problem. One edge that the Mossberg 500 system has over competing shotguns is the fact you don't have to break your grip to manipulate the gun. It's funny that this is such a huge consideration when it comes to carbines and handguns, but a lot of people don't really pay much attention to it when it comes to shotguns. The Beachmaster uses the Van Comp oversized tang safety, and what's great about that,
I mean, you definitely have to break your grip to reload it.
Engage and disengage the safety. And more than that, you can visually check the status of the safety while still keeping your eyes downrange. The action release button is also on the left rear of the trigger guard, meaning that you can manipulate it with your fingers still on the trigger. Another feature that sometimes requires the undivided attention of your support hand on other models of shotgun. It's got a trigger, a shotgun trigger. That's to say that shotguns aren't known for having
it does in fact have a
fabulous
trigger.
Triggers, or particularly bad ones at that. This is just a hair over 5 pounds with a little bit of travel before a crisp break. It's actually pretty good.
I don't think I've ever had a complaint about a shotgun trigger.
You might initially think it would be a smoother, more slippery finish, but at least my impression is the opposite. The action feels a little bit rougher, and based on other reviews I've read about the Mariner shotgun, that seems to be a common thread, but apparently after some time and some wear, it smooths out really well. That said,
gotta break it in.
Some of this B-roll. We
How
had
long's the break-in time?
one particular round that gave us a little bit of trouble. For some reason, regular Walmart bulk birdshot, the cheap stuff, gave us some resistance in cycling. I'm virtually positive this is an ammo-related issue, not an issue with the gun, because we tried probably a dozen or more different types of ammo over the months or year that we tested the shotgun, and the issue was unique to the Walmart big box ammo.
Clearly the Walmart brand is the highest quality.
Optic, bit of a game changer actually. More accurate, it's easier for me as a person with astigmatism in one eye to shoot both eyes open if I want to accurately while using the dot. I also learned at Thunder Ranch, and I'm definitely more
astigmatism in only one eye? I didn't know that was possible. Man, I've got astigmatism in both eyes.
accurate during drills and far more precise shooting man-sized targets at 100 yards and beyond using slugs with a dot versus a bead, to the shock of no one. I love the way the flat dark earth 407K looks on this gun. And Mossberg actually said the 407 and 507 hold up exceptionally well when they were testing recoil on the 940 Tactical, which led to them selling this optic in a package with the 940 shotgun. Loading the shotgun super easy, didn't run into any issues with the lift or pinching my thumb. The Mossberg 590 has twin action bars, which prevents binding when cycling. The gun simply shoots well. It's oddly satisfying because you're sending a whole lot of you downrange. But between the Van Comp treatment and the mag
very
stock,
satisfying
it really
to use.
doesn't feel as bad as it ought to. As I mentioned, full power buckshot, no problem, especially the 18-inch version. If you're a little recoil sensitive, if you don't feel like doing the paperwork for a short-barreled shotgun, or if you just want an extra round of capacity, then go with the 18-inch model. It's very well balanced. It's still maneuverable. It looks great. That said, my pick, hands down, 14-inch model. It's light, it's handy, it looks incredibly sinister. It's the best pump shotgun ever made. By the way, if you're filling out your forms using the ATF e-form system, forms for short-barreled shotguns are coming back in a matter of days, not a year plus like they used to. So if that helps you, then maybe go the 14-inch route. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. That's it. The best shotgun in the history of the world, pump shotgun. It's expensive, but you're getting a lot for it. Think about it this way. A Mossberg 590A1 MSRP is like $813 or something like that. The perpetually sold out Van Comp standard 590A1, $1,000.
14 in the trunk,
for $200
18 for the bunk. You got 14 in your trunk?
Nickel marine coat, Magpul furniture,
a lot.
frogskin beach Cerakote, oversized Van Comp safety, the Van Comp stainless mag tube follower, and of course, This is a limited edition gun with only 100 of each size being made. Even though I'm taking a lot of credit for this shotgun, I have no business relationship with Mossberg or with Van Comp. I'm not making any money on them selling these. It keeps the price low. After all I did was come up with the idea and just bother Van Comp and Mossberg into doing this. They did all the hard work. Hopefully this gun sells out. They'll let me do another one. Thank you as usual to Top Gun Supply, your online
Oh, so this was
as a reminder, we give away
Mr. Reeves' idea.
$250 gift
Interesting.
certificates to our Subscribe Star and Utreon or Player supporters every single month. If you're at the $5 level or
Utreon
higher,
still
you're
sounds like a
automatically
disease.
entered into a drawing. Thank you to Ventura Munitions. If you're looking for shotgun shells, they're your guys. Great prices, great service. They've had our back for like 8 years. Mikey Babes, you watching this? I love you guys. I love you too. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.
It's an interesting shotgun, but unfortunately it doesn't come with the short shorts. It's that day. If it came with the short shorts, I might have to think about it. But without that, I don't know. It might be a deal breaker.